This is not a story of gods or kings. This is a story of ashes and instinct, of the end of the world, not in ice, but in fire. Look closely at those eyes. They belong to a boy named Kyle. And in this burning world, his greatest fear doesn't crawl, doesn't stalk, and doesn't roar. It runs. It runs faster than any hunter, and it is drawn to this inferno like a shark to blood. Its name, a scream of nature's indifference, the terror bird. A Phorusrhacidae, 9 feet of prehistoric feathered hell, armed with a skull-crushing beak and the cunning of a true killer. Now they are trapped. The tribe, the fire, and the hunter, all on a collision course in the burning plains of the ancient Americas, 13,000 years before a single recorded history. For Kyle and his family, the hunt is over. The run has begun. The year is approximately 13,000 BC. The final brutal grip of the Ice Age is loosening its hold on the North American continent. But the thaw does not bring peace. It brings volatility. It brings fire. In this epoch of giants, mammoths, saber-tooths, and dire wolves, the true threat often came not from tusks or claws, but from the land itself, twisting into a cruel, unpredictable theater of death. This is the realm of the Folsom people, nomadic survivors whose history is written in the chipped stone of their spear points. The world is a vast, open, killing floor, quiet only in the moments before a catastrophic event. And now, the catastrophic event has a voice, the relentless, hungry roar of a grassland fire. Weeks of dry wind have turned the expansive plains into a powder keg. The tribe, numbering barely 30 souls, had been following the migrating bison herds, their every move dictated by the need for fat and warmth. Now, they are dictated by a need far more primal: escape. The silence of their march is broken only by the crackle of distant flame. Every living thing in the valley is moving, pushed by the wall of heat. The scent of pine and burning earth is a physical weight in the air. This forced migration, a desperate dash to the canyonlands for safety, is a gift to the most opportunistic predator in the biome. Torvin is the anchor of his small family, one of the primary hunters of the Folsom tribe. They are not seeking territory. They are seeking respite. A cave, a rock overhang, any patch of ground that the fire cannot consume. But above all, they are seeking what they always seek: sustenance. The last successful hunt was days ago. The stores are dangerously low. The weakest among them, the elders, the youngest, are already showing the signs of hunger. Their journey is a testament to the brutal mathematics of the Ice Age. You must risk death to find food, or you will die of starvation. But what happens when the very thing driving your prey into the open, the fire, also attracts a killer you cannot hope to outrun? The elders called this time the running days, days where to stop is to burn or to be caught by the monsters that use the chaos as cover. They believe the fire is a purifying force, one that cleanses the plains and delivers the slow and the weak straight into the jaws of the ancient predators. The air thickens into a blinding, suffocating curtain. The smoke is their temporary cloak, but also their doom. In the half-light, the Folsom tribe begins to lose their cohesion, a fatal error in this prehistoric labyrinth. Then, a sound that cuts through the crackle of embers, a staccato thudding, not the heavy, rhythmic beat of a charging bison, but something lighter, faster, an unnerving drumbeat on the dry earth. Torvin sees it first, a momentary rift in the smoke, a flicker of movement, not low, not creeping, but towering, a flash of dark, iridescent feathers and a vertical column of muscle, the Phorusrhacidae. It stands over 2.5 meters tall, a living monument to avian dominance, possessing legs designed for one thing: killing speed. It is known by no scientific name to the Folsom, only as the Feathered Doom. This monster is not driven to hunt by the fire. It is drawn to the chaos. The frantic, disoriented prey, the scattering herds, the terrified humans, are easy targets. The bird stalks with the casual confidence of a creature at the top of a shattered food chain. It does not need subtlety, it needs opportunity, and the fire has created the perfect, bloody opportunity. A primal, resonant shriek pierces the air. It's a sound of pure predatory triumph, not a warning, but a proclamation. The tribe recoils, their desperate flight turning into a headlong, panicked scatter. Torvin shoves Kyle toward the main group. Run! This is where civilization ends and animal instinct takes over. You are now leaving the comfort of the modern world. You are with the Folsom, and your heart is pounding so hard it threatens to break your ribs. Don't let the fire catch them. Like and subscribe to support more cinematic survival stories. The escape route leads them down a narrow, rocky gulch, a temporary break from the wall of fire. But a gulch is a trap. The terror bird, with its astonishing speed and 9-foot stride, is closing the gap. It is a creature of raw momentum, its huge head swinging low, its beady, unblinking eyes fixed on the slowest prey. The hunters, trained to bring down huge, slow-moving mammals, are useless against this avian blur. They are built for endurance, for the slow, methodical kill. The terror bird is built for instant death. The momentum of the chase carries it forward, its legs a blur of motion. It does not slash, it does not bite in the traditional sense. It smashes. Its heavy curved beak is a specialized killing tool designed to break the necks and crush the skulls of its victims with a single massive blow. The strike is almost too fast to follow. The hunter, one of the tribe's protectors, is reduced to a broken thing in a second. The bird barely slows. It is a machine of murder, driven by the abundance of weak prey. The blood spilled on the smoky ground is a powerful scent, not just for the bird, but for the other unseen scavengers and hunters drawn to the scent of panic. Torvin knows that one death is a necessity if it buys life for the rest. They veer sharply, scrambling up a loose shale slope toward a cluster of high, jagged rocks, a possible refuge. The bird's immense size makes the climb cumbersome. This is the Folsom advantage: agility over sheer mass, trapped. Above them, the hot air currents push embers that land and ignite the dry brush around their refuge. Below them, the terror bird waits with an unnerving, patient intelligence. It knows the fire will do the work for it. It only needs to wait. Torvin and the remaining hunters have nothing left but their primal fury and the will to protect their blood. They gather their meager stones, their broken spears. A distraction is needed. A sacrifice must be offered to buy the others a chance to scramble higher beyond the bird's reach. Torvin makes his choice. He gives Kale his knife, a simple, sharp flake of chert, and a command in the ancient language of the Folsom: live. He descends the slope alone, brandishing the longest spear, a final act of suicidal defiance. He is not trying to kill the bird. He is trying to become a target. The bird takes the bait, its massive legs propelling it into a short, terrifying charge. Torvin, relying on the instinct born of 1,000 hunts, dodges the first, skull-splitting blow by a hair's breadth. He drives the spear, not for the body, but for the bird's eye. A desperate, impossible thrust. The bird stumbles, momentarily blinded by the spray of its own blood. It shakes its massive head, its focus lost. That single, precious second is all the tribe needs. Kyle and the others scramble over the peak, disappearing into the blinding smoke on the far side. Torvin, his weapon gone, his body shattered by a glancing blow from the bird's wing, collapses. The bird stands over the man, its breath heavy with ash and blood. It knows it has won. But the fire is closer now, the heat unbearable, licking at its feathered hide. The instinct of survival supersedes the kill. The terror bird lets out a final, frustrated shriek, and with a flash of speed, turns and bolts away from the heat, disappearing into the hazy chaos of the plains. This brutal world is unforgiving. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode of Extinct Killers. Kyle e o restante da tribo emergem do outro lado do refúgio, descendo por uma encosta de cinzas. Olham para trás, para o inferno. Torvin não está lá. The Folsom tribe survives, but the cost is absolute. The fire has pushed them, the feathered doom has culled them, and the patriarch of the family is gone. Kale, now an orphan, grips the chert knife. It is no longer just a tool, it is a burden. He is now one of the living, burdened by the silent pact, one life for many. They continue their desperate march towards the water sources, where the land is wet and the fire cannot follow. The terror bird is gone, but the lesson remains. In the ancient Americas, the true hunter never sleeps, and the most dangerous killers are those who thrive in the shadows of catastrophe. They are the Folsom. They are the few. And every step they take is a defiance, a silent promise to a brutal world that the human spirit, however fragile, will not yet be extinguished. For now, the hunt is not for bison or mammoth. It is simply for tomorrow.